Hi, I'm Maya Trabulsi. Welcome to another edition of Entertainer and Lifestyles TV. Today we find ourselves in the beautiful health and fitness sanctuary, the Sporting Club San Diego. We have an exciting show for you on topics that matter to you. How do we know this? Well, quite simply through your feedback, which is essential to this show. We'd like to take a moment to thank you, our dedicated viewers, for your commitment and participation. It's because of you that ENL TV has been able to grow and expand throughout the years and to become what it is today, Everything San Diego. As one of San Diego's longest-running go-to sources for information, the Entertainer and Lifestyles magazine was created by our passion for this great city. Just last year, the Entertainer magazine was launched in an electronic format at sdentertainer.com, and it quickly earned the distinction of becoming a Google News source. The Entertainer keeps our viewers in the loop about the most current local events, hotspots, local and national news, and celebrity gossip. You'll get the same indispensable information every month right here on ENL TV. We'll bring you segments with San Diego's leaders in the areas of health, beauty, finances, arts and entertainment, as well as showcasing San Diego's most outstanding people and places. So without further ado, join me for an exciting day in the beautiful host location, the Sporting Club San Diego. Joining me today is General Manager and Health and Fitness Expert Anthony Macaluso at the Sporting Club San Diego. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for coming down, Maya. I appreciate it.
I love your facility. It's very, very large, and I'd say that most of the people here have at least one thing in common, and that's a desire to be fit and healthy. What are some of the things that your members were looking for in a club before they joined this one, and what sets you apart from your competitors?
I think the biggest thing that sets us apart from the competitors are we have longevity in the community. We've been here for 20 plus years now. We focus on the executive fitness, so we don't have kids running around. It's an 18-year-old facility. It's a little quieter. We're a limited membership club, full service club with day spa, pool, steam sauna, jacuzzi, full service locker rooms, all the amenities in the shower, basketball court. So we have a lot to offer throughout the day, so it's kind of a destination.
Yeah, now you mentioned it's an executive gym. What's an executive gym exactly?
We consider ourselves an executive gym, and San Diego's only executive gym because we are an 18 and older facility. So if you are a young executive or even the president of a company, you can come here and relax and know that you're not going to get bombarded by kids running through the locker room or just loud activities going on in the club, because we don't allow that here, and people really appreciate that.
But now if people want to join with their entire families as members, you also have another club that would be suitable for them.
We have a sister club in the village. It's La Jolla Sports Club. It's a family club. You have access to that club. If you're a member there, you don't have access to the sporting club, but if you upgrade to the sporting club, your family can come here as well. We allow you to utilize the pool, but you can't use the amenities inside the club.
So if you're a member here, you have dual membership with the Sporting Club in La Jolla?
Correct.
Okay. Mm-hmm. That's a wonderful perk
to
being a
perk.
member
There's
here.
two very close in proximity. Yeah. It's great.
That's very nice. Now, the real guts of a facility like this is not necessarily the equipment. It's the staff and the trainers. How are your trainers certified, and what makes them special?
Most of our trainers on the facility here have been here for many years. We have a few trainers who've been here 15, 20 years. They have a a background in kinesiology or have a degree in science, and they always are striving to be better and always continuing their education. They're very, very knowledgeable. They have to be on top of their game. Like being said before, is the executive club, we have a higher end caliber of person coming to the facility, so they need to be on top of their game when people ask them questions. So
yeah.
They need to know the answers because it's an educated group that work out here.
Yeah, and I mean, it's very important for trainers to lead people towards their fitness goals to have that education.
Correct.
Yeah.
And stand behind what they're preaching to their clients as well. They're not only clients, they become friends. So. And
maybe even get members to their goals faster, would you say?
I could say faster, yeah, because they have a respect for their trainer and they're following the rules.
Or at least more safely.
Exactly.
Yeah. Some people prefer to have personal trainers, and other people really like working out in groups. The group class fitness craze is huge right now. What kind of classes do you offer?
We have anywhere from piloxing to body pump to indoor cycling, athletic action classes we have. We have yoga classes. We do reformer classes, which is right behind us here. On the reformer, we can hold up to 5 individuals on the reformer. We find that working out in groups helps our retention with membership because you're accountable not only to yourself, but to another person when you come into a group.
And how does that help with the cost as well?
It lowers the cost significantly if you're doing private training, or private Pilates, private swim lessons as well. But in the Group X arena, where we have our piloxing and we have our yoga, those are all complementary.
You mentioned piloxing. That's kind of a new phrase. What is that exactly?
Piloxing is a new class that just developed outside of LA. We're the first club in San Diego to bring it into the clubs. It is Pilates and boxing combined.
Wow. I'm sure you have a lot of people joining that class.
We do. It's going to be the next up-and-coming workout. You'll see it all over the world.
Speaking of up-and-coming workouts, we've been seeing the Zumba craze. Do you have Zumba classes as well?
We do have Zumba. We just hired a new instructor. We find that in the Zumba arena, it's a large population of the females like the Zumba classes, and if you have a male instructor, you're going to have a huge following in that class. So we just hired a new instructor here, and it seems to be going gangbusters.
That's interesting. I love that. The wonderful thing about this facility is not only do you have a pool, you have a cafe, you have a cardio level, but you also have tennis courts. How many tennis courts do you have?
We have 2 tennis courts on the back of the property. You can reserve those courts at our service desk. It's complimentary with your membership. You can also rent rackets and balls if you choose. That is a little bit of a charge for you, or you can bring your own racket. We also do clinics on Wednesday night, and we do have 2 tennis pros on staff.
So what's great is that if you're working out here and you decide, oh, I feel like playing some tennis, you can actually rent the equipment that you need to play.
Exactly.
That's wonderful. Another wonderful thing about taking group classes is you can target specific problem areas. Like, for example, if you want to become flexible or more toned or work on your cardio strength. How do your classes fit into that?
We have classes for everyone. If you want to get fit and in shape quickly, take the body pump class, take Zumba. You're going to sweat. You're going to feel great after the class. You're going to burn more calories than most of those classes. If you're worried about your flexibility or just lengthening and strengthening and toning up your body, I'd say jump in the Pilates classes and the yoga classes for the flexibility. I think those would be great classes for you.
It's great. A lot of choices.
And also the cycling classes would be good for burning the calories as well.
Is it true that they say no pain, no gain?
Pretty much.
You would say that? Especially with a spinning class, I'd say.
Yes. They're 45-minute classes, but you're going to burn up to 400 plus calories per class.
Here at the Sporting Club San Diego, you also take pride in the social interactions that you encourage with your guests and for them to interact with each other. Can you tell us something about the pool parties that you guys have here?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a quarterly mixer, we call them at the clubs here. So we kind of differentiate ourselves from the other clubs in the area. We give back to our members. So we do mixers on each quarter of the year. So our last one was in March. It was at Roppongi in La Jolla, and we had over 400 guests come through there because each member is allowed to bring a guest. But we also share that with our sister club, La Jolla Sports Club in the Village. So it's a combined membership base. So we do our annual pool party every September here at the pool, and our sister club brings their membership up too, and we have about 300 to 500 people come through that. It's a completely catered event: wine, beer, food, prizes. It's a great event. I
can imagine that the turnout for that is huge.
It is huge. It's a nice end of summer kickoff into the fall.
A little treat for all the hard work your members have.
Members really appreciate when we get back to them.
Yeah. My skin is feeling really good, but there's other ways to take care of your skin and your appearance in general. And for that, we turn to Dr. Kevin Calhoun, a leading cosmetic surgeon, and he's going to give you some advice on how to look as good as you feel. Dr. Kevin Calhoun, a La Jolla-based surgeon who oversees 2 clinics in Southern California. Having performed several thousand procedures, he is an authority in this area, and we're so glad to have him on the show. Dr. Calhoun, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Now, when most people think of cosmetic surgery, they usually have a definitive idea of what that is in their minds already. But how would you define cosmetic surgery in the way that you practice it?
We call our center a body management center because what we do is we manage the whole body, everything from body shaping procedures to laser hair removal procedures. That's what we focus on.
So a very large spectrum
Yes.
of procedures that you offer at Finish Body.
Yes.
What are some of the questions that a patient, a prospective patient, would need to be asking themselves when they're looking for a body management clinic as yours?
Well, I think if they have any concerns about any irregularities or imperfections on their body, from their skin to the shape, then they're a candidate to visit one of our body management centers.
Now, a lot of people have heard of Botox and laser hair removal, but some things that people may not have heard of, and I'm just learning about, is phototherapy BBL, Juvederm, and something called Venus Freeze. Let's start with phototherapy BBL.
Phototherapy is a form of light therapy designed to treat various skin conditions, sun damage conditions, brown spots, other age-related skin conditions, superficial blood vessels. And we have a form of phototherapy called BBL, broadband light. That's very effective in treating brown spots on lighter skin patients. It also treats hair removal, fine hair removal in the face. Also has a collateral effect on improving skin texture and firmness.
Okay, but I understand that unfortunately it's not available for everybody.
Yeah, this particular type, the BBL, is not ideal for our darker skin patients, more ideal for what we call Fitzpatrick skin types 1 through 3, which are the lighter skin patients. We have other lasers for skin types 4 and 5.
On your website, there's something that has a very unique name. It's called the Venus Freeze. Can you elaborate a bit on that? That's very intriguing.
So Venus Freeze is a non-invasive device used for skin tightening, primarily for skin tightening. And that is just used to gently heat up the subdermal layers of the skin, the areas underneath the skin, to cause tissue contraction, which causes the tightening of the skin. When you have if you have a number of treatments a week spaced apart, you can effectively have really some pretty profound changes in the skin and tightening of the skin. We see a lot of good results with patients who have just had their babies and they have a little pooch. We've seen some pretty good results with that for considering that it's a non-invasive approach. Okay,
when you say non-invasive, what do you mean? How is this procedure delivered to the skin?
So most patients describe this as a very comfortable, gentle massage. That's the one aspect that sets this particular device apart from a lot of others, is that it's very comfortable and doesn't cause any pain. There's other devices that try to achieve the same result, but a lot of patients complain of the level of discomfort with using those other devices. So that's why we like this one.
Now, another wildly popular procedure, which you have personally performed thousands of, is liposuction. What is liposuction exactly? Let's start with the elementary part of it?
So liposuction has been around since the 80s, was introduced by a gynecologist, actually, to remove fat underneath the skin. Now it's much safer, much more accessible procedure for permanent fat removal.
And how would you quell people's fears when they think of liposuction and being under anesthetic?
Well, that's one of the big advantages of the type of liposuction that we perform is we don't use any general anesthesia or heavy narcotics or medication for the procedure. Everything is done using a technique called tumescent local anesthetic or tumescent liposuction.
And
Yes.
what about an ideal candidate? What's an ideal candidate?
The ideal candidate would be ideal body weight, someone who exercises, has a pretty decent diet. When you're in great shape, it gives you the optimal results in terms of healing, but also in terms of expectations of skin tightness and things like that. If they have any concerns about any irregularities or imperfections on their body, from their skin to the shape, then they're a candidate to visit one of our body management centers.
Okay. Now, with the economy the way that it is right now, I'm assuming that a lot of people would be thinking that they're excluded from any kind of cosmetic procedures. But what would you like to say about that in terms of the affordability of the procedures that you offer at your clinic?
The procedures have become so affordable in the last several years. They're much more accessible, particularly the body shaping type of procedures, where 6 or 8 years ago they were out of reach from the average person. Now the average person really can't afford these types of procedures. And
one way to learn if you qualify is to visit your website, and you can actually have a virtual consultation. Can you tell us more about the virtual consultation that you offer?
Yes, so you can go to the website and you put in some very important information, height and weight. This allows us to calculate your BMI, which is your body mass index, and along with you uploading some photos, we can make an assessment of whether or not you qualify or you're a candidate for this quadroscope.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Dr. Calhoun. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And if you want to contact Dr. Calhoun, you can visit the website, www.finishbody.com. Welcome to the Sporting Club San Diego's Cafe. We just left the spa, and what a treat!
Did you enjoy it?
Oh yes, the hot stone massage was really unbeatable. I don't think I'm going to have anything different than that for a while. I think I'm going to...
So you're going to be hooked on it?
Yes, I think so.
What about the wrap?
The wrap, amazing. Yeah,
okay.
Wonderful. But now I noticed that there were a few men down there too.
Oh, men take advantage of our spa at all times. Probably 50% of our spa is men. They come in for tune-ups on a monthly basis for the Epicurean facial because they realize being in the Southern California sunshine, they need to take care of their skin. And we have estheticians on staff that will follow up with them and make sure they're tuning up their skin. I myself partake in a monthly tune-up.
Yeah, now what kind of facials do most of your male clientele get here?
They like the basic Epicurean facial. It's more relaxing, it's more detoxifying.
Yeah.
They don't like a lot of the peels and the scrubs and all that. It's not only a facial, it's partial massage too, and it's all about relaxation in this spa.
Oh, that must feel really good.
So they get the whole treatment.
Yeah.
So they feel pampered.
Really.
And you know, what guy's not going to want to be pampered by a beautiful lady in the spa as well, so they like that.
Good way to decompress after a hard workout.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now we're going to go over to Chris Machane while we are enjoying our shakes here. He's going to give us an exclusive fitness tip.
Hi, my name is Chris Machane. I'm the fitness manager and personal trainer here at the Sporting Club. I'm here today with Sarah. We're going to be going over the side plank variation. The side plank's a great exercise for all clients, but specifically for my female clients, it's one that they like because it gives them that curve that they like at their hips. So you're not having such blocky hips or abs. So for the setup for the side plank is really simple. All I'm going to have Sarah do is lie on her right side. We're going to have her elbow right underneath her shoulder. I'm going to have her feet straight out. So what I'm looking for here is a nice straight line from her ankle all the way up to her ear line here. She's got a really strong core here, so she's actually in a really nice position. What you want to look out for is if there's any kind of pike in the hips. If the hips are back, is typically what you're going to see. Now, Sarah's actually getting a lot of really good work right here. So this actually could be one of your progressions. To progress through this exercise, what I could have Sarah do is just do what I call a hip dip. And all she's going to do here is drop her hips down to the ground, touch the mat, and then bring them up as high as she can. Okay? Go ahead and go all the way back down to the ground. and then back up. Let's do about 5 reps here. It's really important that you get to the bottom of this movement. Anytime you're training, you always want to train full range of motion. Okay, so don't cut this one short. A lot of the work is actually at the very bottom of the exercise. Let's do 2 more here. And last one, I'm going to have her hold her hips up nice and high. Okay? Another variation on the side plank is what I call an arm pull through. Okay? Really simple setup. She's going to start with her arm right to her side. She's going to draw a straight line right up the side of her body through her armpit and then straight overhead. Okay? She's going to reset that and move right through the movement one more time. Okay? What you're doing here is you're extending the lever of the exercise. So as she extends her hand overhead, it makes the exercise a little bit harder. Okay? So we're challenging the range of motion at different aspects of the movement. Okay? Let's do one more. And by now our core's definitely on fire. Good job. Okay, last variation, one of my favorite variations, to add a little bit of rotation. This is called thread the needle. Really simple setup here, same as the original progressions. For this one, I'm gonna have her bring her hand straight up to the ceiling, and then she's gonna bring her hand down and through right in between her armpit, and then she's gonna bring that back up, straight up to the ceiling. So now we're adding a little bit of rotation to the side plank, okay? Again, Sarah's really strong here, so she's getting a lot of rotation in there. If you can just bring your hand down and back up when you're first starting, that's good. Again, progress yourself up to getting lots of rotation in there. Let's do 2 more here. Again, nice stable shoulder. Her elbow's right underneath her shoulder. Hips are nice and high. Go ahead and come on down. Nice job. So that's the variation on the side plank. Make sure you always follow proper progression and always stay in comfortable ranges of motion. Thank you for joining us for our exercise tips. I hope you learned a couple things that you can do on your own or here at the club. We hope to see you here soon.
Thanks, Chris, for that great advice. It's always great to get tips from the experts in the field, including Chris, who's one of your trainers here.
We pride ourselves on having the best trainers. For
Not
sure.
only great trainers, but you are known as Mac, and you seem to know all of your members by first name. We're walking around here, and you know everybody.
We pride ourselves on that. We're a small, limited membership club here, and people appreciate that. We do have a cap on our membership,
Okay.
so we will know your name when you come in, and we take pride in that, and the members really appreciate that as well.
Now, this is a really big facility, and we're finding ourselves here at the cafe, which seems to be the hangout where everybody comes to decompress, hang out, have a few shakes maybe, and some food, and a wide selection of food I'm seeing on the menu.
Yeah, we have a large menu here. A lot of our favorite are the wraps for sure, and a lot of the smoothies which you're having right now.
Delicious, by the way.
Thank you.
What is this one?
This is the blueberry fat burner smoothie. It's one of my favorites, and
I can see why you don't skimp on the blueberries.
yeah, we like to fill it up there. Yeah. Members do come have their dinner here. They'll take their lunch. We can get it to go. They can order it before their workout and have it ready by the time they leave. One thing about our cafe too, you don't have to be a member to come to our cafe. We are open to the public as well.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
that's great.
if you want to sit poolside as well, you can call from the pool, and we will deliver the food down to you if you'd like.
That's very convenient.
Yeah.
Thank you for being such a wonderful host. We really enjoyed our day here.
It's been a great day. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
Cheers. And thank you again for joining us for this segment of A&L TV. Please continue to watch us the first Sunday of every month. Don't forget to reach out to us with your most interesting San Diego finds, topics, or artists you'd like to see featured in the show. A&L TV is a proud supporter of the art and music scene in San Diego, and we'll be bringing you some of San Diego's most unique talents, such as the ones featured in the next segment. Their name is Blacktop Royalty, and they're a young band with a promising future. Their musical charm was first noticed and recommended by one of our viewers. We hope you'll enjoy the next segment as much as we enjoyed it. Here is Blacktop Royalty. From all of us here at E&L TV, thanks for watching. I'm Maya Trabulsi. See you next time.